Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is brought to you by So today's video is basically going to be a really quick one. I just kind of thought I would compile my top 3 tips for eating healthy when your family doesn't, because I recently got a lot of questions on my Instagram regarding this topic. I have learned the hard way how difficult and demotivating it can be when you're trying to stick to your health and fitness goals, but your family just doesn't have the same type of, I guess, priority. Now, I have to say I definitely grew up in a very privileged, beautiful household where I learned to make a lot of home-cooked meals. So thank you, Mom and Dad. However, I do have to say that over time, my overall health and dietary choices did change. There was a point where I was, I think, 17 or 18 and I lied, I was 19. I went vegan and it was really difficult to do that when my family was just a bunch of meat eaters and there was just meat in my house always. And it was difficult because I wanted to have vegan alternatives, but I didn't necessarily have my place and space to buy these things and put them and hide them. And so what I did was I asked my mom for one space in my kitchen where I could have all of my own health foods and supplements. I highly recommend doing this if you live with roommates or with your family. Find a space in your kitchen where you can literally just keep all of your things in one spot where you know where everything is. It literally helps so much because you can keep all of your health foods in there and your snacks so that when your family is eating, you know, something that might be kind of unhealthy, you can go onto your little cabinet, get what you need from there, and you don't feel so discluded. I particularly the other day, I'm gonna insert some footage right here, went and redid my whole kind of pantry organization. I love doing this and I literally cannot wait to have my own kitchen because right now I kind of just use glass jars to sort of put other additional ingredients from the bulk food store into, you know, these little kind of containers and organize everything neatly. But I am so excited for my future kitchen when I can use little mason jars and have like a label maker and make everything just super neat and organized. I don't really have the luxury of doing that right now just because even though this is my cabinet, other people's food kind of does end up getting in there at some point, so it's not the most organized. But this is something I highly recommend because it just makes it easier. Another thing I highly recommend is simply just investing in extra time to learn how to cook, or ask your parents or friends or whoever you live with to cook with you more often. Now, if you don't have time for this, I do suggest doing more of a meal prep kind of a lifestyle. However, if you do have the time, dedicate 1 hour of your week, even just to make that healthier breakfast. Look through Instagram recipes, look through different cookbooks that you might be able to find. Learning how to start off with simple things like omelets and oatmeal will get you to the point where you'll learn how to cook other bigger meals. It took me a really long time to do this, but I started really young, so I had that advantage from my parents as well. And I suggest if you don't know how to cook, really just take the time to spend like an hour in the kitchen and just find yourself a recipe that's not too difficult, that's easy to follow, that you have the ingredients to, and that's gonna just kind of help you to be a little bit more health conscious. Now, something very beneficial is that when you learn to cook and you learn to invest in new recipes for yourself, you can find ways of bringing those recipes to different family and friend events. This is something I started doing because I learned that when I'd go to family events, there usually would be things that I wouldn't be able to eat because they'd either have wheat or sugar or meat or dairy or whatever. And so when I learned to make my own healthier version of, let's say, brownies or cookies, I could bring these things to different events and I wouldn't feel so discluded because I could munch on my own snacks, but also help my friends to realize, hey, healthy isn't that hard. Sorry, my camera just died. Anyways, last tip I was gonna say. So a couple weeks ago, my family basically just went to go get brunch. And my family's not really one to go eat out often. I was pretty much somebody who grew up in a household that literally just always had homemade meals. So when we go out, this is a rare event, but I kind of just got an idea as to how differently my family really does eat from me. So what I noticed was that my family was a lot quicker to choose things like white breads and white pastas over what I would choose, which was something a little bit more nutritionally dense. I selected a salmon salad that day, which was utterly delicious, and of course I just wanted to have some fun, so I selected some sweet potato fries at the side, which obviously is a little bit more nutritionally valuable than white fries, for instance. So in those types of cases, try your best to just focus on the healthiest choice that you can in a given situation. Focus on what has the most nutrients. Think about it logically. Are you gonna get more nutrients from white bread or from a salad per se? And if a salad isn't very fun, you can obviously look through the menu, but skip over those things that you know are a little bit more highly processed. that final tip concludes this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to keep things really short and simple today just to kind of give you a little bit of advice, inspiration, education, hopefully. If you guys enjoy this type of content from me, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll never miss a video with me. And with that, I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys!